Hello, welcome to the Modcast. I'm Wokey, and I'm here with Jace.
Hello.
And that's it. Like, I couldn't even get... This is your very short cast. It's going to be me and Jace, mostly. And
Jace, strongest of the Ginyu Force.
I believe I call you guys the Mew Mew Force. As Raycoom calls you when he was delirious at 1 o'clock in the morning. If you're wondering where the other mods, either they were sick, busy, or in the case of one person, they fell asleep. And then I called up the Mew Mew Force asking for some help to record this so I didn't have to do it myself. And Jace answered the call. He decided to be my hero, and I thank him for that.
I can be your hero, baby. All right, let's start this thing.
Let's start this thing by doing something that is nothing related to the game. So last episode, we said that we had an account, and then our host said, "Don't worry, we'll think of something to get rid of it, like a contest of some kind." And then I'm the only one here, so I made a contest this morning.
Oh, okay. So is this like a giveaway of sorts, or because I'm not part of your subreddit.
You're not part of the subreddit. You also don't listen to any of these podcasts because you don't play the game either.
Yeah.
But so this account is for a Japanese account, and it has, let me do a quick check. The main important units in this account are Super Saiyan 4 Goku and the SDR LR Broly. And of course he is in his SSR form, but I'm calling him LR Broly because that's what he is. He's a legendary. So if you want this account, all you have to do is, I'm going to do this is a scramble. Figure out the phrase in this jumble of words, and then go to the site, go to the Reddit, then send me like a PM, or you can also do this on Twitter. I'll accept both of them, really. And then say the phrase. But here are the letters. Easy enough, right? That makes sense to you, right, Jace?
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, so here are the letters. I was gonna randomly throw these out during the recording of this, but there's only 2 of us. So let me start. The letters are S, C, U, T, A, G, E, S, V, K, E. And this will also be in the description of it, just in case anyone was like, "Oh man, I did not write any of that real quick." But those are the letters. Find the phrase. It's 2 words, and I'll say it's sort of related to DBZ. That's enough hint, right? Now let's move on to actual global stuff. You ready to talk about the game for real now, Jace?
I suppose.
Okay. Let me start by telling you about something that's coming over to global, which you're well aware of. It's Boss Rabbit.
Wow!
You're treating it. You don't know who that is? Well, I feel offended because we recorded a video about this, in which
I said I know who that is.
Oh, you actually know who this is. Boss Rabbit is coming to global, and he's getting his global name, which is Monster Carrot. That's his official English name. And for anyone that's going to do that event, I suggest not doing it because it fucking sucks. It's needlessly hard, and now my cat is at my door. One moment.
Okay, now that he's gone, everyone, the answer to your contest is finger licking sauce is finger licking good. That might come off as several more words than you actually think, but it's really good.
I'm back, and I'm here with my cat, which I don't know if you can hear in the background. But she's joining us now, so that's fun. Don't do Boss Rabbit. Boss Rabbit is a terrible event that on the second time it comes through. So if you don't know what Boss Rabbit is, it is a fight in which you have to the only card that can damage Boss Rabbit is a Kid Goku card. Problem is that there's only 5 Kid Goku cards in the entire game, and they all kind of suck. So that's fun. So imagine having to try and deal damage with probably with 5, not the worst, but 5 very bad cards. It's not fun. All to Dokkan Awaken Bulmas that you may or may not have. And that's the gist of it.
Very fun. Are we to see any gameplay today, or is this?
Yeah, this is a purely visual medium. This is for the first time ever. This is a legit podcast.
Oh, okay. No. Okay.
Usually, I know you usually go like, "Oh, like let's make a video," and then you immediately go, "All right, let's record this podcast." When in actuality, it is not. But no worries.
This is like a news update.
Yes, exactly. It's like a news of the world. There is like a picture of like there's gonna be a drawing of like me, which is I use Jean, which is Goku's mom, and then you will be Jace, and I don't have time to have our main artist draw a Jace for you, so you will be a cutout of a Jace picture I find.
I can draw my own Jace.
You can draw your own Jace. All right, we'll get to that later. But for now,
if you want to see that, check out this other video linked down below.
Yes, link down below. I'll link it. I'll totally do that and have both of these episodes edited and updated by then. All right, next thing on Global. Do you know Future Trunks, Jace?
Yes, I do.
Do you know Future Trunks in Super?
No.
So Future Trunks comes back in Super and fights a guy called Goku Black, which is an evil.
We talked about Goku Black.
Yes.
Goku Black is that pink-haired Goku, right?
Yeah, that's his Super Saiyan form, otherwise known as Super Saiyan Rose. Yes, that's Goku Black. So they made a story event about him, and that's coming to Global. Well, that is in Global actually currently, and they also came out with a banner in which you can get a Future Trunks and a Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta as well.
Nice.
The main, like, the card that comes inside the banner is an SDR card, and he's not very good. He only is, like, imagine something that is, whose special power only activates for 7 turns, and then its special power is the equivalent of, like, raising your pinky. That is how good that card is. It's not very good. Its main purpose is to use as, like, fodder to increase the special attack of other Trunks.
Is this episode just be like, hey everybody, you know that game you love and all these special events? Don't do them.
No. Let me.
Everything is awful.
They're worth doing because at the final stage, if you pulled on the Future Trunks and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta banner, you get medals to Dokkan Awaken these new cards. Now the Vegeta is like he's okay, he's good, he's powerful. He's not as powerful as like the game-breaking shit that you get in the game. But the Future Trunks is a very good like support card, and they're both fun because, so you know Gallic Gun, right, Jace?
Yes.
So in Super, and I've never seen Super, I just know that this happens. There's a moment where apparently Trunks and Vegeta both use Gallic Gun at the exact same time. A father-son Gallic Gun to basically cut it down.
Very heartwarming.
Yes. So these cards are based off of that moment where when they're in their Dokkan Awaken formed and you launch their special attack, Trunks will do a Gallic Gun motion, but then his dad will be summoned, like a summon in Final Fantasy, and then go, I'm also joining you, son, and they both do Gallic Gun at the same time. It is, like, super cool. It's like
I gave someone a figure of Vegeta doing a Gallic Gun. Did I give it to you?
No, you gave it to Mr. Lion.
Oh, Mr. Lion. Okay.
Yes,
all right.
Mr. Lion, you gave that. But I was there when you gave it to Mr. Lion. And he was also real psyched about it. The Gallic Gun is like, I want to say it's basically like Vegeta's Kamehameha, except for he doesn't do it as often.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a very wonderful moment in the anime, and they're real cool cards too. So if you have the stones, not in like a testicle sense, but in the actual, that's what we use to pull on it. I say go for that Trunks, because that Trunks is a very good support card, and in the later meta of the game, because I live in Japan land and not in America, supports become very like effective to the game, which we'll actually get into when we go to Japan. But for now, let me stop talking for a bit, because all the talking has literally made my mouth go crazy. I breathe.
It's hot. It is 95 degrees outside right now.
Yeah, it's real hot, man. I was telling you this earlier before we recorded, but I went out in the heat in a sweater.
And black sweater.
Yeah.
Everyone.
A black sweater. Which
every day. I don't think I've ever seen him in just a t-shirt.
It's very
black sweaters all the time. Purple.
Mm-hmm.
Or purple.
Or yeah, that's true. That too. Blue. I've used to in college. All I wore was black.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
Yeah, there's the blue one. I think you have a gray one.
yeah, I really stepped up my fashion game since college. There's a real cool Pikachu on the back of my jacket, and it makes all the people go, "Oh, what's that?" And then they go, "Don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me." Okay, tell me, and then I go, "It's Pikachu," and they're like, "Oh, I knew it was Pikachu."
It's one of those Digimon.
It's one of them Digimon. It's one of them Agumons. All right, let's move on to Japan. There's a lot to talk about in Japan, sort of. Sort of. So, currently there's not a lot of events going on, but there's still, like, stuff being released. So while it's a weird thing of, like, there's nothing to do, like, there's nothing to get, but they're kind of, like, dangling water in front of us going, "Don't you want this?" And then we have no real way of actually getting them unless we pay them money. And even then, it's like, we maybe won't even get them then.
Aww.
I know. That's my plight. That's what I deal with on a week-to-week basis. Pray for me. So anyway, in Japan, they released a tech banner, and that has SSR, Imperfect Cell, and Tien. Now, Tien and Imperfect Cell, you know Tien, but Imperfect Cell, you were watching around the Cell era, or did you stop around Cell?
I stopped at the Boo era, so I know all about Imperfect Cell.
So you remember Imperfect Cell and his, like, ridiculous lips.
Yes.
Okay.
And the non-nose, it just the big black nose.
He had maybe one of the weirdest design changes.
Or just lack of nose. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with Imperfect Cell. Unless they were like going, well, he's imperfect, so he has to look ugly. And they were right. They made a very ugly man. But so these two cards are in this banner, and they're both support units. So this is what support units do. They give 3 ki, which is what you need to launch your super attack, and then they increase other units on that same turn's attack and defense by 40%. And up until this point, most supports at best only ever did 30. There's 2 that do 30, and then the rest do either 25 or 20. So imagine 40.
It's pretty high up.
Yes. So they are exclusive to this banner. And this banner also comes with Elder Kais, which you can also use to increase special attack. So they're very good banners, but there's only like a very specific type in it. So tech, if you're like focusing on your tech units, this is a good banner for you to pull on. And these support units are actually something that was introduced fairly new, and they've basically made it so like, oh my god, these guys right here increase everyone's power so crazy that they're kind of essential for the team. They did
nice.
Yeah, it's nice, but there is a slight problem. So Imperfect Cell runs perfect with villains. So usually in these banners, one is a villain and then one is a hero, and then one only works on villains and the other one only works on heroes. So Tien only works on heroes and Cell only works on villains. The problem is that Tien, the team he works on, also has a card called Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. And Gotenks does this thing where he's much more he does like a volleyball attack with Piccolo, but you need very specific ki. You need exactly 11. And Tien, when he's on that turn, basically gives him too much, and you miss that super. Which means he does much less attack, and you don't get to see the very cool volleyball animation. So people have been like on the sub and going like, "Is Tien wrong? Is everything wrong? Is everything bad now? Nerf Tien."
How could you do this to us, Tien?
Exactly. They're like flipping off Tien, and when Tien's like, this is also, by the way, Tien's very first SSR. In 2 years, this is the first time he's ever been made into a usable card.
Air quotes usable card.
He is very much usable, but in the sense of like, and at this point in the game, SSRs, you're either SSR or you're nothing. You may as well be trash on the street. And that's what every other Tien card was until this moment.
Man, the Dokkan world is heavy.
Yeah, it is. So even though Tien has finally had his shining moment, it feels like the devs have decided to nerf him in the most meanest way possible. Which is a shame, because I really like him too. Because again, his special attack animation is the thing he did on Imperfect Cell. It's the Kaioken, not the Kaioken, the key whatever. Fuck, I cannot believe I'm fucking up the name of this. the name of this attack, but you know the one where he just like continuously just like blasted Cell, and he stood.
Yeah, the Kamehameha. Yeah, that one.
Not the. You're gonna get people fucking angry at me. It's like called the Key Cannon or some shit in Japan, but I can't remember the fucking global name.
Fuck. Oh no, I remember. Destructo Disc.
God damn it! No, it's not the Destructo Disc. He did it. The point is that he did it. The Keiko.
No, Kagebushi no Jutsu.
I hate you so much. He did like the key Kaio. Fuck me, man. I'm not gonna get it. I'm so
Not you so off course.
I feel so bad.
The discourse that's gonna happen if you want Wokey to struggle. Comment down below.
This is the most struggle I've ever done. God damn it, now I have to look this up. Fucking pause for... Not pause, like stretch for me as I look up this fucking name.
Chidori. I'm trying to think of other, like, attacks from anime. This is bad.
Spirit gun.
Yeah, that's Spirit gun.
The, Kuwabara sword, which I don't remember the name of.
Urameshi!
Yeah, the Urameshi blade. The man, this is all bad in general. Where the fuck is the name of this? Oh god damn it. I got it. I think I got it. Wait. Tri-beam. That's the name of it. Okay. In English, it's called Tri-beam.
What's the global name?
That's the global name.
That's the global name.
Yeah,
in Japanese, what is it called?
Oh, fuck me. God, stretch.
The moon prism power.
Yeah, it's called the Kiko Ho, the energy control cannon. It's like the Kiko. It's Akihiko, everyone's favorite. I can't pronounce it. I'm not fucking Japanese. Anyway, before we move on, because that's basically all that's really need to be said about them, I want to give you a short list of other SSR units that came before Tien in the 2 years of this game. Remember, SSRs are units that are actually kind of usable, and they usually go to characters that are of some importance.
Well, I can't use them, but I'll listen.
Fair point. Here are units that the devs decided were more important to give it to than rather than Tien. Yamcha, Cyberman, Nappa.
Cyberman!
Technically, that was a team of 4 Cybermen, but still. Raditz, Pan,
Okay.
Sour Man.
Who?
Sour Man is a character from Dr. Slump, who is a Superman parody whose power is he gets really sour.
Okay, alright. Continue then. Continue.
Chiao Man, which is a fusion of Chiaotzu and a Cyberman.
Why? When did that happen?
A long time ago. I'll also throw in Pandel and Brapan, which is the fusion of Videl and Pan, and then the other one is Bulma's daughter, I think named Bola, and Pan, which are other 2 weird fusion guys. Super Saiyan 3 GT Vegeta, which is a person that super doesn't exist. All of Team Bardock. Bardock is that thing made...
I know who Bardock is.
Okay, good. Kid Gohan, riding Icarus the Dragon.
Oh my god.
Grand Supreme Kai, Old Kai, Bulma, Bunny Bulma.
They fucking cucked Tien all this time.
I'm not done. Future Mai, Salsa, Super Android 17, Turles, Grandpa Gohan, Peacock.
Grandpa Gohan. Oh. You have a card for Grandpa Gohan?
Yeah, that old ass dead man. We have
yes,
a card.
That dead motherfucker who was in like a handful of. Was he even in a handful? He was like in one episode, right?
Arguably 2.
Arguably 2.
If you
and
count
flashbacks.
Yeah, and flashbacks. Yes.
Count them all up.
I mean, for a very long time, Goku did not know that he killed his own father. That's something. A guy named Metal Rildo, Frieza's dad, B-Pan, Bojack the evil space pirate that lives in King Kai's planet, Android 13, Tien the fusion of Tien and Yamcha.
So his fusion
Yeah.
got one before him.
Yep, fat and skinny Gotenks, which are failed fusions. Roshi dressed up as Santa Claus. Great Saiyaman number 2. 2 random kids named Tekka and Pinich. And finally, Chiatsu.
Tekka and Pinich?
Yeah, they're 2 characters from, I believe, Dragon Ball Fusions. But if you don't know that, they're just 2 random kids. One looks a lot like Vegeta, and then the other one doesn't. He looks kind of like Goku, but with brown hair. A little bit. But all those came before Tien. Alright. The next thing. This one's going to be kind of hard to explain, but this mode called Battlefield came back. And Battlefield is like Dokkan, but not fun. And you're forced to play it if you want medals to make your dudes stronger. And to get a legendary rare version of the Ginyu Force. And you have to play a lot of it. And it sucks. This is another thing of where I'm telling you, like, here's the weird thing is that I would say, like, if I was given to my own devices, I would never play this mode. But because it has things you need, and things, not like things you need, but things you would actually like, it's really cool to have, like, an LR of the fucking Ginyu Force, because their final animation is literally all of them attacking at the exact same time. But you have to play this extremely unfun mode that takes literally, like, 3 hours to play. Unless you mod it, in which case it takes an entire hour to play. And it's not fun. That's all I... Say it again?
That doesn't sound fun at all.
No, it's not. Like, it's weird to explain. It's like Plants vs. Zombies, but not fun. If you ever played that game. I actually don't know if you played Plants vs. Zombies. Have you played Plants vs. Zombies?
The very, very first one.
Okay. So you know how there's 3 lanes, and then you have to save it from zombies?
Yes.
Okay. Now imagine if you were limited on your plants, and then there was a non-stop buttfuck of zombies always coming at you.
That seems hard.
Yeah. Also not fun. And you could only do it once per day, and then the game kicked you out.
Yay!
That's what Battlefield is.
That sounds super fun.
Yep, it's super fun, and it totally did not divide our entire sub in a weird fucking way. That's all I want to talk about Battlefield now.
Dokkan is just for sadists, isn't it? You guys just don't like yourselves and just want to hurt yourselves.
I mean,
with this game that's so hard and just doesn't love you.
I mean, sometimes. Here's the thing is that sometimes the game is very easy, and it's not fun to play. And then other times the game is stupid, ridiculous hard, and it's not fun to play. But every once in a while, a perfect middle ground hits, and you enjoy the game. But also there's beautiful moments like this. So, I think I've told you this before, but there are legendary units in the game.
Yes.
Usually these legendary units are stuff like Super Saiyan Goku or Piccolo, the card art is usually a legendary moment that the unit has done. Like for Super Saiyan Goku, it's just literally being Super Saiyan Goku. For Piccolo, it's saving Kid Gohan and showing that he was actually a good guy. In the androids, it's them destroying the world. Broly, it's him surviving a lava attack for some reason. So obviously, because these are all focused on legendary heroes, they're going to add an LR Hercule. Which, do you remember who Hercule is?
Yeah, he's the savior of the planet.
Yes. And
yeah, he saved everyone.
He saved everyone from Cell, and no joke, I think I've told you this before, he also is the main hero of the Majin Buu arc. Because he saves the world from Majin Buu. I've told you about that moment before, right? I know you never made it to the end of Buu, but I've told you what he did, right?
Yes, but remind me.
Okay. So, in the final moments, the Earth is brought back, but then Kid Buu is fighting Vegeta and Goku, And Goku is like, I'm going to do a spirit bomb because this is how all major villains usually die. Well, Frieza.
We're going to be done at this point.
Yes. And so they're like, we need energy. And then Vegeta's like, I'm going to ask everyone on Earth. And then he's like, hey, assholes, give me your power. And then people...
Have they ever explained this worldwide speaker system that they are somehow managed to tap into?
Yeah, it's I believe all gods can do it. I think they do it on the back of King Kai, or they do it on the back of like one of the Elder Kais. But all Kais can basically talk to everyone like a cell phone or something.
Oh, okay.
So using the cell phone, which is a Kai who I forget which one it is, but he uses one of them and he asks them like, give me your energy or else we're all fucked because Kid Buu will kill everyone. And then people who are friends of Vegeta and who remember Goku and all the good he ever did were like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. We're going to give you your power. And then everyone else on the planet Earth is like, this guy seems like a dick. We're not going to give our fucking energy. Even though, like, they've all been brought back to life just a couple minutes ago and don't remember what they were doing. But then Hercule hears the words because he's hearing everyone going like, oh, we don't want to do that. Then Hercule goes, motherfucker, this is your champion. Your champion needs help. I need your energy. Put your hands up for your champ. And then everyone's like, oh shit, it's Hercule. It must be true. So they give their energy to Hercule. And then through Hercule's actions, they power up the spirit bomb. And then, like, they use one... And then, like, basically he dies. Kid Buu... Well, he doesn't die because he gets fucking hit by the spirit bomb and then he gets reincarnated into a little Indian boy later. But that's not important. The important part is that Hercule saved the world. And such.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so he's getting a legendary card, and on the legendary card they showed the art. It's Hercule, Fat Buu, which is the fat version of Majin Buu, which is the main one, you know, the silly looking one. And then the third person on the card is their dog, B, which was very important in turning Majin Buu good. And is also the reason, by the way, the reason like Majin Buu goes super evil is because someone shoots his dog. And then he goes full on John Wick and he like unleashes his evil energy. And his evil energy then kills the hunters and then eats Fat Buu. But it all starts because of a bunch of hunters decide that they should shoot his dog before killing him. And so they're making an LR card to celebrate this moment. And we believe it to be a free Hercule, which is really nice. It's always nice when the card is free, because very rare. Nice. Yeah, that is nice. And we're just waiting for him to be released. I'm waiting. Some people are going like, "Oh man, it's Hercule, what a waste," and I'm going over here going, "Nah, he's cool."
Nah, he's the savior of Earth.
He sounds like Macho Man, and he's called Mr. Satan in Japan.
Pretty sure he only eats Slim Jims 24/7.
Tries at least. Like, he's got a Slim Jim body.
This is my body by Slim Jim.
Hello, ladies.
As you can see my rippling gut.
Bursting through my open fanny pack. And that's basically all that's currently going on in the world of Dokkan. We do have one final thing to take care of. So this is going to be fun because now I have to explain this. So on here we have a mod called Penta. He is Finnish. He has very bad luck. He has maybe the worst luck I've ever seen in a man. And he only plays Japan until recently, where he started playing global because he's a little punk. But we figured that because there's a Japanese Penta, that global needed its own Penta too, because we have to make both sides even. So we've been looking for the global version of Penta. So these are the final of the candidates, and I want you to help me rate this person 1 out of 5 Pentas based on this person you just heard.
Okay.
As far as you know, he is Finnish, has very bad luck, likes Vegeta, likes Android 18 a bit too much, and that's really about it. And again, he's Finnish.
I always get it confused. Is 18 the boy or the girl?
18 is the boy. No, it's the girl.
It's the girl. Okay.
It's the boob one.
Okay.
Yes. We do have one thing where we say global should hate Android 18, just simply because Japan loves her so much. you know, you have to have some differences between the two versions. Otherwise, what's the point of doing it?
Japan loves blonde women.
Is that true?
Hands down. Well, yeah.
Huh. All right.
You love what you can't have.
That's true. That's true. All right, let's do these last applications. Okay. Give me a sec. I am Tien Chef on the subreddit, and I am submitting my application for the illustrious position of Global Penta. I only play Global. I think only the highest level of Ultra Weebs like Rhymestyle and D-Free would play Japan. First of all, motherfucker, I play Japan. So, cut your bow. Shut your bow. I am from the South, so there's your accent right there. If you want to have the Southern drawl, there you go. As for my box, I have been playing since Super Saiyan 3 Agile Goku was released, and since then I have pulled nothing of note outside of Gogeta and Physical Broly. I have an SA-10 Tien and Yamcha just to stick it to people who use Elder Kais for useful units. Android 18, who? Oh wait, that stuck-up girl who should have blown up from the bomb in her chest? Who cares? She is worse waifu Videl all the way. As for dedication, I might do what you ask if I'm getting something in return. If not, then I mean maybe I'll do it. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for the consideration, I guess. And tell Zenrot he left his salt shaker in the subreddit, and the level of saltiness makes even Krillin look grateful. Have fun. So that was a very aggressive take on the Penta, I'll say. If you ever want proof that I don't read these ahead of time, it's there you go.
10 out of 10, Pinto Bean, right there.
No. Well, let's look at it from... Let's break this down. He's from the South. I don't know if that's the dirty South or like the South from Little Nicky. He's from the South.
Regardless, he thinks Popeye's chicken is the shiznik.
We can confirm that. Well,
confirmed for both Souths.
So I like
Popeye's chicken.
I like the accent. The box is very terrible, which is very good.
I don't know what the box is.
The box is what we call where we hold our units. We hold them in a box.
Uh-huh.
And his box is kind of bad. It's actually very bad, I'll say. Based off the 3 units that he said are his top, that's a very bad box. The only thing I think is missing is that there just needs to be like more. And there also, the attitude is too similar to Japanese Penta. I think personally, Global Penta needs to be more of like a beaten dog. Like, this guy has too much will in his body left to be Penta.
Well, I mean, so if he's too similar, isn't that good? Don't you want same?
We want kind of the same. We want same but different. All
right. Well,
much like when you look at Sonic the Hedgehog and you look at Shadow the Hedgehog, and you
did he mention which version of Videl he likes, short hair or ponytails?
He just says Videl all the way. Can't really. I'm gonna have to give this guy a 3 out of 5 Penta. That's what my heart is telling me based off of what I know. What do you feel?
I don't know anything about Penta, and I'm gonna give him a 20 out of 10.
All right, I'll interpret that as I will.
Let's hear the next applicant.
This is the next one, and also I think the last in general for all the Pentas. So hopefully this lives up in some way. Hi, I'm Doggy Off Leash. I would like to apply for Global Penta. In terms of luck, I spent around 150 on Gogeta, never got him, and survived the Gogeta saga with an Intelligent Turtles and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta lead. Then the God leads came out, and I never pulled any of them until Buhan, which was the worst one for me since I was lacking any intelligent units. Nonetheless, I was happy until World Tournament came out, where I got banned for using Remove Root since I only play emulator and I don't have Google Play. Mind you, this was an account that had, since the beginning, had pulled well over $1,000 forward. I did the math, and I would have also had more than 100 tickets on top of that back when the Battle of Gods event came out. I spent almost $300 to not get Agility Super Saiyan God Goku, but pull Physical Super Saiyan Goku. And I didn't even pull him until a random physical banner. I fucking hate number 18s. He's just a boring, wasted character that a bit my boy Krillin in the ass and creates unnecessary conflict. In terms of accents, my dad was a Marine, so I was well-traveled as a kid and got a mix of New England and Texas accent. That sounds like I legit have problems. Oh, whoa, shit. On top of that, 2 months ago, I died.
Okay, well then this is over.
I
First
don't,
person wins.
I don't know how I'm still functioning, but my heart has stopped beating. Sometimes I search up my friend code and look at the Buon lead that I won't ever have back. Goodbye, my sweet prince, a hopeful future Dr. Pentagrammer. Holy shit. Oh.
All right, so is it only 2 applications between the first and the second?
Yeah.
All right.
See, this is
Well,
one. This paints a picture more.
That painted a very vivid picture. Who has that kind of money?
Don't. That's like 1,000 is nothing when you compare it to the big dogs. It's still no. Let me preface this right now. $1,000 is a fucking lot. That just because more people send one more does not mean that 1,000 is not a lot. But that's still a lot.
Jesus. Well,
the accent is really selling me.
Yeah.
Yes, baby.
He's dead though.
I think he's like a zombie that's still like his will to live died long ago, but for some reason the body continues. So he still tries to play Dokkan.
Also, I may have missed it, but did he mention his waifu preferences? I need to know for final judgment.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. All he really says is that he hates 18. We don't even know. See, here's the problem: is that we don't know who his waifu is. He could also have. Yeah, we just don't know. We just don't know.
I'm gonna say Jace is best waifu.
I'm gonna say right now that this man feels like Jace is his waifu. Like,
yeah. If shoot him an email. See if he is willing to commit to Jace is best waifu, and he's got the job.
all right. I will also say it is very sad that he has a friend code and he's looking at his old account, because that is maybe the most terrible thing you could do to yourself, because he's looking up the friend code and then looking at his old account and going, I had you once, but
That
no
was
more."
me.
That was me once. Doggy off leash, if you're willing to commit to Jace waifu, I will give you a 5 out of 5 penta. Until then, you are put on hold. You have to commit to Jace 100%, or else this is a no-sell.
Jace has that hot pink reddish skin, you know.
He's part of the tag team of terror.
Full on blush all the time. Beautiful mane of hair.
Australian.
No pants.
No pants.
No pants.
Australian.
Australian.
A team player.
Space Australian. Team player.
Team player, yeah. Talk to us, man. And that is the final of the Penta applications. There's no more. It's been a long road, everyone. A very, very long road. And now, everyone that ever got a 5 out of 5 penta, which I'll put in the comments below, contact me on the sub, and you'll get your own special flair for making it this far. And then we will decide. I want to give you at least something for making, for at least being in the running for penta. So you'll get that flair, and then we will decide amongst the cast who is the official global penta. My cat right now is losing her goddamn mind. Just like meowing in the background,
What?
going,
What's that? Jace's best waifu? I agree.
I mean, she's meowing in agreement. She just has to. And now that we're done with that, it's time for the final segment, which is thankfully real short because we only got 2 emails put in. So we will answer these 2 questions and then we will call it a day. The email to send in your emails to us is impressiveninjaskills@gmail.com. Send in them questions. We will read them. They can be about just about anything. All right. What up, Modcast? Dennis971 with a DBZ related question. Screw Attack is notorious for getting the dumbest facts of characters. Goku versus Superman and Vegeta versus Shadow makes me question their sanity. What Death Battle do you personally believe has to be the one with the dumbest results? So not to shoot down Screw Attack, I've never actually seen this feature. I've heard of it. I've never actually watched a video of it. What about you, Jace?
Those are those videos where they put on YouTube where they have the sprites fight, right?
I don't think so. I think this is more like a, one of those classic, like, who would win, this guy or this guy kind of debates.
Huh.
So, obviously we've both never seen it, but I'll just say for you, have you ever seen, like, death battles? Like, it's obviously, like, Superman versus... You're huge into comics. Has there ever been, like, a matchup where people go, like, well, this person fighting this person, they will just automatically win?
Yeah, I'm a straight up say that I'm tired of the Goku versus Superman argument.
I mean, it only gets more confusing as days go by.
Yeah, well, definitely that. But the thing is, I love comics and I love my boy Superman. But the thing is, his storyline is way too spread out and too confusing because so many writers get a handle of him.
Yes.
So basically any writer gets a handle. They want to put their own little spin on it. They want to add a little tweak. They can do whatever the fuck they want. But Goku has a power set who is, they have a set of writers. It's for either the animated show or for a movie or for the manga. Those are more concise. So
sometimes.
Yeah.
Some days it feels like it's not, but we hope that he has a plan.
Is Akira Toriyama actually like doing this anymore? Is he still doing it?
Akira Toriyama is helping write Super, and in the manga he is not. It's someone else. And
okay. Well, I mean, if he's helping write Super and he has his hand still in the pot, his daddy's still in the picture, I'm gonna have to give it to Goku because Superman can hit too many barriers.
It's true. Well, let's say this was a fight of Goku versus the original writers for Superman. That version of Superman.
That version of Superman fucking dead. He can't even fly in that version.
He's also really bitchy. He's always like, oh, I don't want to save anyone. You assholes.
He's just a really good jumper, really strong.
He fucking tosses cars like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Doesn't he drop a villain, like, when they're up in the air? Just kind of, like, drops them and lets them go?
I believe so. It's just not... It's not a good look, Superman. Not a good look, not a good feel. I'm half gonna give it to Goku.
Yeah, I'll give it to that. Here's one. What about if Vegeta were to fight Batman? Do you think Batman would be properly prepared to take on the Prince of all Saiyans? Vegeta?
I mean, you can make the same argument and have Vegeta win because his power set is so, like, set.
Yeah.
Because, Batman, again, suffers from multiple writers, multiple incarnations, multiple versions of everything. Technically, Batman can do anything and everything as long as he has prep time.
It's true.
So, in a perfect world, Batman can beat everybody.
What about
in a realistic, like, they meet for the first time and then Vegeta just unleashes everything he has? I mean, Batman's gone.
I mean, that's very true. I was about to say, what if it was Batman from the the black and white serials? Like,
ooh, the one that straight up punches someone and says, "Take that, you chink."
Yes.
I have that on DVD.
I know. I watched it with you once. Such a fucking racist ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Vegeta.
Vegeta will just give him the biggest beatdown.
Yeah. I have to give it to Vegeta, which is painful because I do love DC Comics so much.
Oh, there was just a terrible time when we were fucking fighting Japan where everything went bad. I was actually, now that I think about it, before we move off, I will say I would love a Vegeta versus Batman comic written by Neil Gaiman, just to see what Neil Gaiman would do with Vegeta.
Neil Gaiman got really existential with Vegeta.
I would love to hear Neil Gaiman's thoughts on Vegeta in general.
I'm sure that would involve looking into his childhood, his father, the devastating period of time where he was basically a slave to Frieza.
His inability
it would
to
get,
connect
would get
with
real
his son.
deep. Yeah, it would get real deep.
Man. Someone hit up Neil Gaiman. Tell him to get off that American Gods show. Stop writing the sequel to American Gods. Get all this. Contact Akira Toriyama. Alright, the last question. This person didn't leave a name, so we're just going to call him Jumpman. Dear Modcast, with the current meta in Global right now, I have a feel a super slept-on card is Tech Demon King Piccolo on a Rose team. He doesn't have good key links, but it doesn't matter because he gives 3 key. Plus, he has Nightmare as a bonus. Do you think he would be optimal? Oh, he does have a name. It's Corbo. So this is one that only I will basically be able to answer. But I'll say that on a Rose team, no, because Rose has a lot of key support himself, and that wouldn't really work with Demon King. I mean, I do think Demon King Piccolo.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there, and I'm gonna say, listen, and on don't listen to Wokey. Follow your dreams. You can do it. Put your heart into it. Heart of the cards.
I was about to say where that card was gonna be real good. He works better on a merge Zamu's fucking Zack link, where Zack starts with no key, and there's a real key problem with villains unless you have Rose. And I think there Demon King Piccolo would work better because you have a bigger boost from there as well. I do think that that card in particular is kind of like forgotten, and I think that's a shame because I do think he's pretty good. And that's the basic. That's all the emails we got. That's everything. So I want to thank Jace for helping me out in this situation, for listening to me talk about Dokkan for a very long time. And then occasionally, it's just like the videos, except for there's no flashy shit to look at. And there's about 50% less KFC talk.
I'm so sorry, listeners. No KFC this week.
No KFC. None of that. None of that good sauce. But, yeah, let's end it out. Say goodbye, Jace.
Goodbye. And see you in the next video.
Yeah, that next video that we're totally doing right now. So if you want to see, as we intro this out, Jace draw something, see us there. Outro song. I mean that's not the outro song. It's whatever random song I find. But we good. Just gonna let you. God damn it.